taste without the waste. It's fun to boil without the oil. Water, we love water. Fresh and clean to drink, clear running water. This is We Are the Goobs. You know what song that is?
The water?
It's a ridiculous water song. Number one hit dropped by my music teacher like in 4th grade that we used to sing. We sung a lot of weird songs about water, and we sung some songs about the American flag. We sung some songs about pizza. But this is We Are the Goobs. I'm Sam. That's Drake. Yeah, it was a weird time for all of us. We're going to start with the animals of the week. Eloise is still in the midst of that massive contract dispute. She told us not to discuss the contract dispute or else she'll sue us, so we can't talk about it. Moving forward, what do you want to do with your animal first or me?
I'll do it.
And you did what animal?
Alligators.
Alligators. Tell me about them.
You can primarily find alligators in Florida and Louisiana, but you can find them living in raised rivers, swamps, and marshes from North Carolina and Texas.
Cool. What else, sir?
Alligators can swim 20 miles per hour and can sprint up to 35 miles per hour in short bursts.
So that's around 32 kilometers per hour swimming, 56 kilometers per hour running. I did not know alligators were that fast. 35 miles per hour is very quick. And I think that just tells me a few things from your first 2 points. I'm not going to visit the states of Florida or Louisiana, and I'm not going to visit any state from North Carolina to Texas because alligators are way faster than I thought. Could you outrun an alligator, you think?
No.
Okay, tell me some more things.
Their front legs have 5 toes, while their back legs has 4 toes. The back 4 toes are webbed, which helps the alligator reach those top speeds in the water.
Cool.
These large reptiles, usually between 10 and 15 feet long, males can live up to 50 years in the wild.
So they can be very large, very long, and also live for a very long time. Cool. I did the aardvark. I think I had done the aardwolf before, but I haven't done the aardvark. So aardvarks have spare body hair, with each follicle grouped into clusters of 3 or 4. They have tough skin that protects them from pests, and their large flappy ears help them stay cool by acting as heat sinks. They've been known to dig burrows of at least 60 centimeters, so that's 2 feet, in just 15 seconds. So they are just crazy diggers. I mean, how fast could you dig a hole, do you think? You think you could dig 2 feet in 60 seconds?
No.
15 seconds? Yeah, I mean, it's not. They dig these burrows for shelter and to hide their young. Aardvarks, I did not know this when we both did our animals, have 4 toes on their front feet and 5 on their back feet. Each of them has a large nail to help them dig. So not only do alligators have different numbered toes, so does the aardvark. Aardvarks also have long, sticky tongues, which can be up to 12 inches, which is 30 centimeters long. Each night, they're able to dig up termite mounds and ant nests and slurp up and swallow tens of thousands of insects. So they use their crazy long tongues to do crazy, crazy things. So, yeah, the aardvark. Tell somebody a fun fact about the aardvark. Moving on to the word of the day. The word of the day is snivel. It's a verb. Do you know what snivel means?
What was it?
Snivel.
God, it sounds so close to like my vocabulary thing. It says shrivel. I'm like, it's not that low.
Yeah, so snivel. To snivel is to speak or act in a whining, sniffling, tearful,
sniffing.
or weakly emotional manner. The word snivel may also be used to run at the nose, to snuffle, to cry or whine while snuffling. You were so close, my man. She was unmoved by the millionaires sniveling about their financial problems. That's kind of a hilarious sentence. I did not come up with that. Webster's Merriam Dictionary came up with that. Moving on to the country, I think we've decided to go with Andorra for the country of the week, which is between France and Spain. Tell me some things about Andorra, sir.
More than 90% of Andorra is made up of mountains, forests, rivers, lakes, and meadows.
Okay, cool.
Unlike other countries, Andorra does not have its own army. However, its citizens have legal obligations to defend the country in case of a conflict.
So I think that's kind of crazy. No military, but hey, if something goes down, we're calling on the Andorrans to come out and take. And I would assume, probably back, a long time throughout their history, when you had smaller villages, it was much easier to organize a group of people. I'd be curious now, and I don't picture many people are going to attack Andorra, and I'm sure they have plenty of allies where they're going to get protection. But hey, you never know. If somebody declares war on Andorra, we could see some weird things. What else about Andorra?
Andorra is the world's 16th smallest country by land, 11th smallest by population.
Oh, okay. All right. So small.
It's
small. It's just tucked right in there. Yep, tucked right in there between France and Spain. Anything else about Andorra?
Andorra's capital is located in the mountains, where an elevator of 1,023 meters of 3,000 356 feet.
So it's up high in the air. So if you go to Andorra, you're
Well,
going to be
I mean,
up
it's a good capital spot.
Yeah, it's kind of cool
like,
because it's tucked into mountains. That's fun compared to
how
others.
hard it would be.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to get up there. Do you think they drive cars? Do you think you have to?
They probably have cars.
You have to like attach yourself to one of those like zip lines, and then they like zip you up there. That everything about Andorra?
Yep.
All right. This day in history, November 24, 1971. Do you know who D.B. Cooper is? You ever heard of that name?
No.
So a man, also known as D.B. Cooper, hijacked a plane shortly after departing from Portland, Oregon, and later parachuted out of the aircraft with ransom money. And despite an extensive manhunt, he was never identified or caught. This is one of the crazy stories. This guy took a plane. He said, "I need money." They gave him a bunch of money. He parachuted out, and no, he was never heard from or seen again. It's like maybe. I mean, I'm assuming it didn't go well, and he probably did not survive jumping out of the plane with the parachute. But nobody ever found him. So this is one of the wild stories. There's a ton of mystery podcasts, and I swear every single one of them has done a D.B. Cooper story.
They like when they landed, they told them to land. Then they took. I think it was California that he told them, and then they couldn't find him. He jumped out of the plane.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So
it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, who is? Maybe you and I will open our own investigation. How many years later? Over 50 years later. The Drake and Sam investigation into D.B. Cooper. We're going to go out to Oregon. We're going to do some detective groundwork. We're going to look for leaves that are snapped, tree branches that are snapped, and we're going to find it. Yeah, over 50 years later. There's got to be evidence still out there. Moving on to the national days. What national days are for today?
National
Sardines
Day.
That's it. It's National Sardines Day only. How did sardines get their own whole day?
What even is that?
They're little fish, weird little fish things.
Oh,
I know. We've had so many national days where there's like 32 things on it, and sardines get their own day. That's actually pretty surprising. Moving on.
Fish.
Yeah.
Should be fish, not sardines.
Yeah, sardines. Moving on to the song recommendation. I'm going with Over Again by One Direction on Take Me Home. Do you have a song recommendation, sir?
No.
All right, let's think of what bands do you like?
AJR.
You like AJR? Who else do you like? I think you recommended them last time. Who else do you like? Jonas Brothers?
Know. Yeah.
All right, what's the one... Not Sucker. What's the other one about the
Walls? I think I already did Walls, but
the one where they say something about something in people. I don't know any Jonas Brothers songs. How about we just
Cake by the Ocean? Yeah,
that's DNCE, which we will do that. Cake by the Ocean, great song, DNCE. All right, we're moving up to our next favorite segment. This is How Random. It's a very random segment. Last time I think we talked about the ocean. This time we're talking about the moon. So we're gonna go back and forth here. I'm gonna go. Actually, you can go first. You can go first on your moon facts. Give me a fact about the moon, sir.
The moon is average of 238,000. 38,855 miles.
Which how many kilometers is that? 384,000?
Yes.
I wrote that down. I didn't know that off the top of my head. I wrote that down in my notes. So it's pretty far away. It's very far away. Number two fact here, our moon shares a name with all moons simply because people didn't know other moons existed until Galileo Galilei discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter in 1610. So we just called it the moon. We thought it was the only one.
It's like 54 circling Jupiter.
There's so many. I think they found maybe 80 plus. I think Saturn is in the hundreds of moons that they have found orbiting them, which is wild. And now we named all those moons, and our moon is just called Moon.
I want 3 moons.
You want 3 moons? We should call our moon another name. What would you name our moon?
I don't know.
I'm going to say we should name it Gary or Carl. Tell me something else about the moon, sir.
The moon has a very thin and weak atmosphere called an exosphere. It does not provide any protection from the sun's radiation or impacts from meteors.
Yeah, so there's no atmosphere, which means it can get very cold, and it can also get very hot. Next up, the moon is still drifting away from our planet by about 1.5 inches, which is 4 centimeters per year.
2.6.
Wait, 2.6? It's 1.5. I don't know. It's probably pretty close to that. Well, this isn't much. It will cause the moon to become notably more distant from the Earth over millions of years. So if you and I make it 7.9 million years, we just live a really, really long time. Maybe you and I are immortal. We're not sure at this point. We're going to see the moon it's going to be really, really far away. Eventually, I think it'd be taken away by Jupiter because it might be the gravity from Jupiter that is taking it away. Don't quote me on that. Tell me something else about the moon.
Just like Earth, the moon has a crust that shifts and changes. Moonquakes can occur when the lunar crust warms and expands.
Oh, so they have earthquakes as well, but it's a moonquake. And last thing, during the day, temperatures can be as high as 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 93 degrees Celsius. By the moon's poles, though, the temperatures can stay around minus 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 240
I didn't
Celsius.
think you had that on your paper, so I was like about to say I
you're gonna
learned
drop
that the
that.
moon was like 250 degrees.
Yeah, it can get really
and you
hot
just
and
said
really
it.
cold. Yeah, so cool stuff about the moon.
the shade side can get really
Yeah, it gets really, really cold. Yeah, then the negative 200s, negative 400. Why? But why? So cold. Moving on to something to accomplish. Last week, or last time we were on here, I think it said I was going to take a 14-minute nap. Obviously, I took like 22 naps in the last week and a half. Eat some pretzels. I ate 200 pretzels probably. And learned one random thing about outer space. Mercury's temperature varies from negative 280 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative
It's like
173
500.
Celsius, on its night side to 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 426 degrees Celsius
What?
during
I
the
learned
day.
it was 500. I learned
Yeah,
Mercury was
426
500.
Celsius. It's close. 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Very hot on the day side there.
Venus
So
is hotter. Venus is 900.
Venus is scorching. Well, I'm going to look up how hot Venus is. Hold on, stall. How hot is Venus?
The book
planet?
said 900. The book said 900.
870 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 465 degrees Celsius. That's kind of warm. You don't have to wear a jacket when it's 870 degrees.
Melt to death.
Your goals. Oh, my goals for this week are start a new puzzle, read more of my ancient Greece book that's my coffee table book I got, and then just do 3 math problems because I probably need to keep up on that.
I did like 200.
You did a lot of math problems. That wasn't your goal though, but good job. Your goals last week were to read about Batman's friends. Did you do that? I don't even know why we wrote that.
You wrote that. I
Okay.
remember that.
And it was also to learn about stars. You learn anything about stars?
Yes. Well, constellations.
Yeah, oh, that's okay,
Kinda
cool.
Like, it's kind of the same thing.
Yes. And then eat 10 pieces of candy. I'm sure you did that.
Oh yeah, probably like
All right.
30.
This week, let's give you one simple goal. Do 42 math problems.
Oh yeah, that's so easy.
You'll be doing that for school.
I do like 10. I do like 20. I do like 15 a day.
Nice. We're moving into everyone's favorite time, Sporkle time. I'm going to give you 3 options, okay? You can do 1. We can try to name the top movie franchises at the box office. So like the groups of movies, like sequels that have made the most money. That's the first option. Option number 2 is we can try to name the top 20 boy and girl baby names in the year 1975.
1975.
Which I think is kind of hilarious because it's just it's like neither one of us were alive, so it's kind of fun to try to know. Or we can click the random quiz button on Sporkle 3 times, and no matter what quiz it lands on, we try to do that one. So
Okay, let's do this.
You want to do that one?
We're gonna
Oh
do that one.
gosh, Drake, why would you? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be bad. I'm so nervous.
What is it?
I don't. Hold on. Here we go. All right, random 1, 2. It's gonna be something so absurd.
I
3.
know.
Celebrities back in the day. Oh, you can't see this. It's pictures. I got to do a classic one. Hold on. Sorry. Wait for it. Stall, Drake. Stall. You got to stall. Say something about the universe. Say something about bagels.
The universe is like.
I got to get to the classic quizzes. How do I get to a classic
the
quiz?
constellations. There's like 88 constellations.
Cool. All right, I'm ready. 1,
Around
2, 3. Word ladder American Idol. Here we go.
What even is that?
Okay. David, who's the David that beat David Archuleta in American Idol, Drake?
I don't watch that show.
David Cook, I think. Okay.
I don't watch that show.
The next word, what do you call what is grime in a chimney called? What do they call that? Soot? Yes. Okay,
Oh
what
my
is the
God.
word for not firm or hard? It goes in front of the word pretzel. Blank pretzel. What do they call it when it's not
Drywall?
squishy? It's not squishy. It's
Hard.
no,
don't
not
know.
hard. It's not squishy. It's a different word besides squishy. Soft, I think.
Soft.
Okay, an upper room or section of a room. An upper room. Oh, like
Attic?
no. Good guess though. It's gonna be. Sometimes they refer to apartments like this that are just one room, but they're up.
Story?
It rhymes with soft. You probably never heard this word before. I don't know.
No.
Loft.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never heard that.
To steal goods like a pirate. If you steal something, what would the word for that be?
It's
I think it
probably
starts
in
with an L.
pirate language.
Lift, I think it is. No.
Oh.
Oh no, I know what this is. It's when. Oh my gosh, it rhymes with boot. Loot.
Blue.
Next time we are never doing a click random 3 quiz. What is a wintry foot covering? What do you wear on your feet in the winter?
Boots.
Yes, boots. Nice. Who's the fastest man in the world? What's his name?
Usain Bolt.
Bolts.
Yeah,
Yep. An item that holds your pants up.
Belt. That was
Yes,
easy.
nice. A 1990s show, Saved by the. Do you know this?
No.
Saved by the Bell. The important object. What's the object they use in a lot of sports? What do they use? A lot of sports use something that you can hand.
Gloves.
No, you can hold it. You can shoot it. You can kick it. What's it called?
ball.
Yes,
oh,
a ball. Yes,
ball.
a bundle of paper, hay, or cotton. You're not going to know this. It's a bale.
Yeah.
Reduce the force of. I don't know what that even means. Sink your teeth into. What do you do if you go? You.
Bob for apples?
No. It starts with a B though. If you take a of food. Sorry for everybody who heard me make a weird noise like that. I don't
know.
Bite.
Oh!
And the last one is the beau who lost to Carrie Underwood in American Idol. Do you know who that is?
No.
Bo Bice. Hey, there we go. We got 8 out of 15 on the random quiz. Drake, I'm going to say next time we do a Sparkle game, let's just do one that we know something about and don't click random 3 times. Anything else that you want to say? We've done like 68 of these. I think we've changed a generation by doing 68 of these. Do you feel like a different person now than when we started?
Didn't we start in like 2020?
2021. It's been over 3 years, and you have gotten a lot taller in that time. Anything you'd like to say before I sing that great water song?
No.
Water, we love water, fresh and clean to drink, clear running water.